Hey, this is Brimster. So, after the last session, I spoke to a couple of people about. I posted online about the problems I was having with all of those stuns and everything. And I had a couple of experts jump in saying, "Oh, you're getting too close to the tentacles. You need to stay like way away from those little the little tentacles." It's like, but you need to hit them. It's like, oh yeah, you hit them from range. It's like, but this is a melee build. And the response from people with hundreds of hours in the game, apparently, checking their profile was, oh, don't play melee builds. So this is an action role-playing game where the experts say don't play melee builds. At all. Ever. So it's not an action role-playing game. It's a ranged attack game. I don't think that's the intention. But, yep, the general consensus of experts is don't play melee. Hooray! I'm going to try an adjustment to this build and see how I go. So yes, the first bit of this video, you may want to skip the first, 20 minutes or so, is going to be me once again adjusting the build to try and make the damn thing work. I don't find this part of the game fun at all, but I want to get to the bit of the game that is fun. So let's see how we go. So I need to completely redo all of the passives. So I don't want Relentless, but I need to get points from somewhere. So I need to go into Void Knight. I need to dump a whole bunch of points in Void Knight. So I hope I've got enough gold for this. 214.
Hello,
Let's hope. Now, I don't want Eternal Form at all. I mean, I do, but I'm not going to get it now. So I dump all the points in Eternal Form. I think I dump all the points in Singular Purpose. No, I'm going to want Singular Purpose if I can get it. But I don't want the points in Woe. So I'm going to dump these, even though I'm going to want them back, because I'm going to need the points. I don't want Woe. Now let's go back to Sentinel. So I definitely want 8 points in Juggernaut. I want 5 points in Armorclad. Then I want 5 points in Valiant Charge. So 5 points in Valiant Charge. Then I want 2 points in Fearless, whatever that is. Now I want to remove the points from Relentless, which is removing stun avoidance, which is the thing that was causing me problems before. So, hooray. I'm assuming I'm going to get it from somewhere else, I'm hoping. So I got my 2 points in Fearless. I then go over to Void. So I want Abyssal Endurance by 5. Okay, what does that give me? Health, Void Resistance, and Physical Resistance. Okay, so this is going to help my resistances. I want World Eater by 6. So I want another point of World Eater. Temporal Corruption, which is this by 2. Do I want more points of Temporal Corruption soon? No. So I want to remove 3 points of Temporal Corruption.
Hello, traveler.
I want 8 points in Void Blades, which I have. Thank you. Do I want Void Bolts at all? I don't. So I remove all of the points in Void Bolts. So I want Void Corruption next, which I have. I then want, a couple more points in Abyssal Endurance. Okay. I want 2 points in Doom Knight. Great. Do I want more points in Doom Knight at any point? Not for ages. So I want to remove down to 2 points in Doom Knight.
Hello, traveler.
Which I can't do. So I need to spend some other points first. So I want to spend some points in Rot Grip, wherever that is. So 4 points. Then 4 points in Singular Purpose, which I spent off before. So Rot Grip is the thing that means that they get Time Rot chance, increased void damage. Now, does that mean I can remove the next... I want to remove down to 2 in Doom Knight.
Hello,
can
traveler.
I do that now? Okay, so now I should just be spending points. Echoing Strikes. Oh no, I wanted those, but I did keep the points in Echoing Strikes, but I wanted those, so that's good. Now, Eternal Form. I did want 1 point in Eternal Form. Okay, I missed that. Then Time Legion. All 10. I'm hoping this build works. And then a point in Avatar of Regret. Then I jump over. Wait, this isn't going to work. Because part of this build is using... this skill. Oh, you assholes! So this build, max roll can't count. Part of this build is all about using Sigils of Hope. But you can't use Sigils of Hope until you've spent 15 points in Paladin. But they say you can build this at level 70. But they've built it in the wrong bloody order. So I now need to jump, because they've said that I need to spend my next 12 points back in Sentinel, but if I do that, I can't spend the points in Paladin. So you need to be mid-80s to do it. Not 70 like they've said. What the hell? And they've said that I've got how many more points that I should be spending? I should be spending another 42 points on this build. But where do they come from? Because I've got all the bonus passive point awards. And I've got 13 unspent and I'm level 71. So 13 plus 29 is... okay, yeah, that's 42. But I don't... you need to be, in order to get to the level, you need to be level... in order to be able to unlock the paladin abilities, you need to be level 83, not 71, even though they say you can play it from 71. So do I skip more points in Fearless and Blade Master? Where's Blade Master? I think I do. I think I jumped down. Oh, man, this build is terribly designed. So if I jump to Defiance, I'm still not going to get there. So 5 points in Defiance. This build is broken. And then I want to put Valor. I could only put 8. That's all I could do, which isn't enough to unlock Sigils of Hope. I'm 2 points short. So while this says you can play it at 70, you can't.
Well on the regrets.
So I'm going to keep Void Cleave active for now, I suppose. Now the skills... Wow, these guys can't build a guide to save themselves. So I'm going to redo all of these skills. I'm not going to be able to go into Sigils of Hope. So I'm just going to stay with... Oh, this is terrible. So Warpath I need to change a bit. So Warpath... This is weird. Okay, so I want Unchained. I want 2 points in that. I want a point in Reckless Spin. I want a point in Quicksilver Wind. But just one? No, I do want 3. I want points in Void Spiral. So what is it I need to remove here? Because there's an ability called More of the Deep that I'm supposed to be taking. Somewhere. Over here. So what ability... Oh, crikey. So I want a point in... I want 2 points in Unchained. I want a point in Reckless Spin. There's no way easy to do this. I want 3 points in Quicksilver Wind. So those I keep. Void Spiral, I want 2, not 3. I want a point in Echo Knight. I want a point in Apocalypse Whirl. So that's fine. Quicksilver Wind. 2, 3, yep. Iron Reach, I want 1. Whirling Steel, I want 4. Battlemaster's Blade, I do want, but later. And Dark Nexus, I won't want at all. Okay. I think that gets me to the right bit. Now I look at Volatile Reversal. Also need... This is going to need a lot of changing. I don't remove Traveler's Fatigue. Or Ancient Reversal. I don't remove Incipient Void Rift, though I'm not going to have the abilities I want. So, respec. Remove points. I remove all of these. Terminal Void Rift I want to keep. Harbinger of Dust I kind of want at the end, so Dark Expanse I try and keep. Food for Worms I don't want. It's probably back to where I was at the beginning. So Time Sap, Incipient Void Rift, Traveller's Fatigue I want. So Incipient Void Rift I've got. Terminal Void Rift I've got. Dark Expanse I removed. Harbinger of Dust. Ancient Reversal. I'm going to remove that as well to get the increased. So I've probably only got... And now I've got 2 unspent points. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spent points, which looks correct. Stop respecking, and then I can take 2 points in Time Sap. Okay. Now I look at Rebuke, which I don't want at all. I want to change this to Shield Rush. So I want Consuming Path, 2 points. Dark Rush, 1 path, 1 point. Rush Mastery. Okay. Now, I do want to make changes to Anomaly. So, Emission, I want 4. Borrowed Time, I absolutely want 1, apparently. Void Touched, I want 1. Immediacy, I want 1. Time Bubble, I want 1. After that, things get messy. Temporal Mastery. So I remove that, remove all of these. And I've got 4 in Emission, 1 in Borrowed Time, 1 in Void Touched, 1 in Immediacy, 1 in Time Bubble, 3 in Temporal Mastery. I'm tempted to remove those because I'm supposed to get those at the end, so I'm going to remove those and pick them up at the end. I've got 1 unspent point, which I put into Exacerbate. And the last skill is supposed to be Sigils of Hope, which I can't pick up because I don't have the levels. Now, for my skills, Anomaly is fine. I don't want Rebuke, I want Shield Rush. I'll keep that for now, and we'll see how we go. This feels terribad. Now, I also want to delete this filter, import, paste clipboard contents, and I call this Laffy level and end. This apparently is better. Okay. So let's jump to Blood, Frost and Death and actually just try and run some just try and run some echoes at my level and see how I go with the new build, considering I don't have the points. Basically what I'm trying to do here is just earn the levels to get the skills and everything back. Okay, let's get some mana back while picking up skills. So this is volatile reversal. So catching up is the next thing I want. Then in shield rush, I want protective speed. And then in anomaly, because I did a lot of resetting here, I want another point in exacerbate, wherever that was. Here. Okay. Okay. I assume I'll get my anomaly moving with me again soon. Okay. So we'll see how all of this goes. So skills. The next point in Warpath is into more of the deep, which is up here. The next point into volatile reversal is again into catching up. Which is here. And then... oh, I've got more points into volatile reversal. So catching up again, then warped time. You gain increased attack speed after using volatile reversal. So 2 points in there. Great. Then I've got 4 points in shield rush, which is another point in protective speed. Great. Then a point in consuming path. Consuming path. Con. Oh. Okay, it's the third point in consuming path. And then Will Breaker. Shield Rush hits at full health. And I put 2 points into Will Breaker. Okay. And then I've got 4 points to spend in Anomaly. So, Mark of Rot. When enemies return to the present, they take increased void damage for a duration. So, 4 points. I don't fully understand this, but there you go. Oh, I might also be able to do this now. There you go. Let's try another one. Shrine of Shards. Always good to get shards. Now, I still need to, at some point, put together the right gear. Because I've definitely not got the right gear on this. Can't see. With their new lighting effects, they used to have it that items would things that would block your vision would disappear, but they seem to have removed that so that their new lighting effects work better. So I used to have mana regen while I was spinning, and I don't anymore. I don't know if that was going to come back. Or I don't know if it's going to come when I get the points in, more points in Paladin, but I've got a whole level to get before that happens. Probably take a point from somewhere. What? Wait, how did I just teleport like that? Why did I just teleport? Lots of shots. Increase void damage for 4 seconds when a skill echoes. Is that just a better... That might just be a better weapon, you know? Because on the weapon... Melee attack speed, melee void damage, chance to chill on hit, and reduce damage taken from critical strikes. Now, I definitely need to sort a bunch of this stuff. But I think that's just going to be a better weapon. Trolling mobs. I kind of don't want to... All resistances while channeling. Strength, minion damage is not great, but health is. I think my resistances are off the chart here, and I could do something about that. But... that's got melee void damage. I don't think it's as good though. The reduced bonus from critical strikes is just too useful. It's effectively crit strike. The paladin point I was needing to buy. It is Valor again, which is health and healing effectiveness. I need one more point in paladin. I mean, I'm leveling okay. Hello, you. All resistances while channeling. With my mouse back. So I keep getting all these items. I need to do something to sort through them. So, like what I need to do is I need to make a section on gear where I can add all of the bits that I need. So, for example, on rings, what is it I want? Like, I kind of want... It's just telling me, oh, you want these legendaries. It's like, that's not telling me what I want on my gear. Strength, physical resistance, endurance threshold could be useful, I suppose. Capped resistances, great. Capped reduced damage from crits. I'm probably close to that. But where is it? Where is that? Where have they put the stat which is reduced damage from crits? Because I've got it. Reduced bonus damage taken from critical strikes, but they've removed it from here? It used to be on these panels. Have they made... They've made these panels so much worse. It's gone now. I don't know how much I've got. Oh well. I don't know how much I've got. Capped endurance. Well, my endurance is nowhere near capped. Endurance threshold is not what I want, though. It's endurance. Like, that ring is terrible. So what I probably want to do is create a new category, which is, let's just call it stuff for now. And in stuff, I don't really have enough. I don't want a blue helm. I'm pretty certain I don't want most of these helms. I don't want that one. Don't want that one. So they're the ones that I want to look through and figure out if they're good. But that's a pretty good helm that I'm running. This is the problem I've got, is I'm finding the gear progression really awkward. I just kind of want to... I should do is up these. So in Warpath, the next one is another point in More of the Deep, which was over here. No. More of the Deep. Oh. There. In Volatile Reversal, I want a third point in Warped Time. Then 2 points in Ancient Reversal, which I think I had before. Still don't know why that's good. Then a third point in Time Sap. I don't have the point for that yet. In Shield Rush. 2 more points in Will Breaker. Then Consuming Path, which is more points in Consuming Path. I took a point in Consuming Path at some point. I took the third point. Now I want the fourth and fifth point. So this is the fourth and the fifth point, actually. So I take another point in Consuming Path. Great. And then in Anomaly, having the one that follows me would be cool, but okay. I want another point in Mark of Rot. Then Temporal Mastery. Lasts longer. Then I'm going to get Lingering Memory. And then the last one I'm going to get is Manipulation. No, you never get the one that causes it to stay with you. That's weird with Spin to Win. Whoa, I can't move again. Can't move again. So I'm halfway to getting the decisions. So if I just keep doing this for a little bit longer, I'll be okay. But saying, oh, this is a build you can put together at level 70, and then putting the points in an order where you need to be level 83 in order to take the 5th skill is absolutely insane. And it just reeks of people who don't actually play the builds that they build, which is max roll. Like, I've got a level 100 character, and I'm respecking my level 100 character to be, like, I've got a level 100 of everything. I'm respecking my level 100 to be this build. Yeah, it works at level 100. But if you're not level 100, and the leveling builds they write get you to level 70, and then their leveling, their in-game builds require level 100. So their builds are... And everyone else, and this is the other problem I've noticed, everyone else who's making builds has kind of stopped because everyone is just referring back to max roll. And it's like, oh, good God. So a couple of the content creators I was watching for really fun content have kind of stopped because the max roll creators are just all there is. And it's really uncomfortable and unfortunate. But this is kind of working. You just have to modify what they give you. So lots of melee void damage. I'm actually going to... No, I want to shatter that. I want to shatter that. I'm going to shatter that as well, not that I think it matters. Elemental necrotic damage, void resistance, necrotic resistance. I don't think that's very good. So it's probably better than the one I've got. Because my resistances are going to go through the roof. So what can I get on it that is going to be better than elemental and necrotic damage? Absolutely nothing. Garbage.
Yes?
Barren Slums.
Hello, my name is Barren Slums.
I notice skills tend to echo when I don't have mobs around. They don't echo on mobs very often. Oh, they didn't give me enough XP, did they? Waves of enemies. Okay, that was a big lag spike. There we go. So, I go to passives. I buy that final point of Valor, giving me Sigils of Hope. I then go to skills. I respec and I remove, and I put this point into Sigils of Hope. I now have 9 points to spend in Sigils of Hope. So I want Empowering Sigils, 4 points. I don't even know what Sigils of Hope does. I believe it. So Sigils of Hope is... summons a sigil that orbits you, causing you and your allies attacks and spells to deal 3 additional fire damage, increasing health regen. Okay? Empowering sigils damage you and your allies. Okay. Last wish. Have a chance to summon a sigil when you kill an enemy. Sounds great. Decree of flame. Extra fire damage. Okay. Sigils of despair. Fire damage provided by sigils is converted to void. No longer gives health regeneration. I'll take it. Burning sign. Sigils grant you and your allies a chance to ignite enemies, but I don't have the points. Right. In anomaly. Temporal mastery, a 3rd point. In shield rush. Consuming path, a 5th point. In volatile reversal, time sap, a 3rd point. And in Warpath, more of the deep, a 3rd point. Okay. And now I change this to Sigils of Hope. I was hoping they would give me mana regen or something, but they don't. But I do a lot more void damage when I've got sigils up. Wengari Battleground. So I've got 4 more points to spend in Sigils of Hope. Burning Sign. 2 points. Iron Sigils. 2 points. And that's run me out of points. Okay. What is that? The reason those boots are important is they have hybrid health on them. And I got them. Realis. Occupied Heoboria. Apparently Heoboria is occupied. Save the trapped villagers, defeat the Imperial patrols. Points to spend here, so I want Enduring Hope. Sigils last longer. I'll take 3 points in that as requested. Thank you. That's a mistake.
Stand down or die.
Why was I unable to get back into skin? Because I had no mana. Right. Mana is a real issue for this build. Gotta pay attention to your mana management. Ah, so what you do if you're doing sigils is you go bang, 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 bang. And now I've got my sigils. So it's a tier 6. So does that mean... I mean, can you actually extract experimentals? I don't know. I've got no forging potential left, so I don't know if it's actually doable or not. I don't know if it's actually possible to extract an experimental methods. I'm assuming it's not.
Yes. Farewell.
Very well. I call this the perpetually dizzy bird. That conquered the echo. Okay, but I do have points to spend, or an point to spend, more in Enduring Hope. The next one is going to be Telegram. You can summon an additional sigil. Okay. well player. I'm doing okay. I mean, I'm struggling to learn a new build, and I'm not really happy with the state of some of the things I've encountered in the game, but I'm doing okay. I mean, the big challenge is what happens when I face Legon. Is this build going to be able to take on Legon? So I got another point in Warpath, which goes again into whirling steel, I believe. So it deals more damage. Cool. The mana regen, I feel, is going to be the problem when I'm fighting Legon. doing some extra stability. Not going to suck. Let's try the Lair of Formosus. I don't remember Formosus.
Exceptional servant. Your interference ends now. These beasts obey me. Surrounds. I am undying. I feel.
Necrotic damage, freeze rate, nope. Minion void damage and minion void damage. Health regen, not sucky. Free the living Wangari. So, two-handed sword drop chance, scepter drop rate, or two-handed spear. Thank you, two-handed sword. Now, I'm expecting to die this first time. I am really expecting to die this first time. Ah, look on. Oh dear. How do you dodge that?
Can you survive my storms?
Like, I don't know how you dodge. I mean, it's a one shot that if you're standing in the wrong spot, you are just dead. So I was on the wrong side when he started it, so I was just dead. I was doing okay apart from that. I was just standing... I was standing in a spot where he was going to hit me with it. So, doomed. I can probably remove some of these idols. So, cold resistance, I'm way over. Elemental resistance, I am way over. Fire resistance, I can even remove that now. Actually, if I put the fire back on, I can remove that. If I put a cold back on, I can remove that. I can remove that. But I'm definitely doing better with this build. Oh, what the hell?
Waves will shatter you.
Oops.
Is that the best you can do? Fun. You up in my ocean.
No!
Can you survive my storm? You are starting to bore me. My waves will shatter you.
Stand down or die.
Can't pick up the potions, which is a bit annoying because I'm out of potions and I can't pick them up.
But a drop in my ocean.
Fuck! How do you avoid all of this? I can't even see most of it is the problem. I mean, there's so much going on, and every time there is a flash on the screen, you are blinded. It is designed to deliberately blind you so you can't see the position of stuff. Those white flashes blind you. Why does...
Waves will shatter you. Is that the best you can do? Blood, a drop in my ocean. Can you survive my scores?
Stand down or die.
You're starting to roar.
I wasn't even in... I saw it late, sure, but I was not in the... The problem is, you come out of an area where everything turns white and lightning in. 1, 2, 3, 4. You come out of an area where the entire area has like this white storm effect on the bottom.
Waves will shatter you.
I'm dead again? No, that one just happened to miss me. I'm dead. You're just dead. Like, you are just dead. Like, there is nowhere to avoid it, so you are just dead. Why put... This fight is dumb. This is the dumbest fight I have ever seen, I think, in any video game ever.
shatter you. Is that the best you can do? Your blood will be but a drop in my ocean. Survive my storms. You're starting to bore me.
On the Druid, this phase was okay, but they've buffed the wave damage. And honestly, when they're overlapping, I can't see which directions they're going. There is accessibility issues with this game. Because the waves are like light blue on, or they're a blue-grey on blue-grey.
Stand down or die.
So the whole area is lit up with storm effects. And I've got to dodge storm effects while dodging storm effects while dodging storm effects. So I think there was one of those storm effects on the ground there, but I really couldn't be sure.
Blood. Drop in my ocean. Can you survive my storm? You're starting to bore me.
Okay. So choose a blessing. Mana, no. Shred lightning resistance on hit is good. Freeze rate multiplier, it's that one. Oh my lord. I don't like this fight. Alluvion. Is that a good sword? Melee cold damage, melee lightning damage. That is not a good sword. Melee void damage. Chance to shred armor on hit is good. Poison penetration's not. The 92%. I mean, what's really tempting is with the Glyph of Chaos here. Oh, I need level 74 to forge that further. But I got through it, even though I didn't enjoy it. So there you go. Reign of Dragons or Fall of the Empire. I can try Reign of Dragons, which is 12 levels above me, see how I go. I think I'm going to have trouble. But I do have skill points to spend. So, Volatile Reversal. Harbinger of Dust. Somewhere. There we go. Nifty. The Shield Rush Warrior's Entrance. Shield Rush, more damage in a larger area. Okay, I mean, I didn't want to use it during that because I didn't want to lose the movement. Volatile Reversal, another one I couldn't use. Sorry, Anomaly, another one I... Lingering Memory. That should be useful. And a point in Sigils of Hoop, which is tetragram. Not telegram, tetragram. Which should be incredibly powerful for running just normal stuff. Let's find out. The Autumnal Highlands. And I'm going to stop short. Wow, okay. Nope. Insta-kill. Absolutely insta-kill. So, I mean, part of the problem is, I think, it says here, I want capped resistances, which I mean, the problem might have been necrotic. Capped reduced bonus damage bonus from crits. The problem is, that's not listed here anymore. You've got your crit strike avoidance, but this ability of reduced bonus damage taken from critical used to be here. And it's not anymore. My health is way too low. My health is nowhere near good enough. So can I lose some lightning res? I can lose some lightning res. So the minion health on those gloves is terrible. The throwing attack speed on that. So the minion health, crit strike chance. Throwing attack speed. No, I don't want the Glyph of Hope tooltip. I want to click there. So now it's got 56 dodge, 56 health. I lose a bunch of armor though. And my armor's not... I mean, my armor's not where it should be either. And this is the problem. Like, anytime I do anything like this, everything else gets worse. So this has more armor. Endurance will go up, which is good. I would lose poison and cold resistance, and I can't afford to lose much more cold resistance. Ah, crap, this is the problem. And I can't afford to lose that much poison. So the armor is good. Except for the fact that the elemental resistance is good. The armor would be useful. The health would be better. How do you make this work? Like, I keep looking at the stats. Like, you look at the max roll build, and you look at the armor, the items they've got. And I've punched the items they've got into, like the items they say is, here's your starting build. And I punch those items into another planet because they don't have a total in their build. I punched the items they said you should be using into another build. And you're nowhere near the resistance caps. You are running with almost no armor because they're saying these are your desired stats, but they don't get you anywhere near where you want to be. So if on that, the melee void damage is good and improvable. I mean, the thing is, that one is just close to maximum. I don't know how to make this work. I really don't know how to make this work. See, I want to click on the thing under it, but you can't get rid of the tooltip. You have to close the forge. Oh, you can't get rid of that anyway. That sword is garbage. The melee void damage is good. Let's just shatter the bloody thing. So, I lose so much armor if I equip that because of the 21% increased armor. But the endurance would be useful. The crit strike avoidance would get me way over the cap. I assume, because you're no longer showing it. It used to be... Oh, that's crit strike avoidance. Which I don't care about because I've got the reduced damage bonus damage taken from crit hits. So where am I? I'm Fall of the Empire, which is not where I want to be, apparently. Apparently this one is garbage.
Stand down or die.
I don't understand how you get your gear to where you need it to be. Like, do not... Go look at the max roll build for this, and then have a look at the stats they've got on the items that they suggest for the early part of this build. You have almost no stats that they say that you need to be running. Like, it says you need to run health, and they've got a lot of health on it, and you need to be running this stuff. But they say you need to be at this level of endurance. You don't even get close. You need to be at this level of... what's the other one? Armor mitigation. There's armor on a lot of stuff, but not a lot. They say you need to be at strength. There's a little bit. It's just crazy. But their early game is please have rolled absolute perfect stats. Now the question is this a traversal skill? No, it's a movement skill. That is a traversal skill, and I'm not going to use traversal skills. Thing is, I can't use a two-handed mace with this build. I need to use axes or swords. And the other problem is, in order to get to there... You can't go through there? No, I just couldn't spin through there. Interesting, it wouldn't let me spin through there. Okay, that's an interesting bug. Can't spin through there either. What the heck? the other interesting thing is they've got an early item for the build, which requires you to kill the Shade of Oberos with 150 corruption. And on the ring, now this is an interesting thing. If I put the ring in and use Ring of the Third Eye, that is not the ring I wanted, but I'd have other rings, because I think one of the rings I want can be got this way. Silver Frond is not it. That's an interesting ring. 2 LP. It's a nice druid ring. Alright, it's got no forging potential. That ring is dead. Font of the Erased. Health and mana. Mana spent gained as ward. It's got 9 Weaver's Will on it. Interesting ring. Let's keep going. I mean, I'm not using the runes of Ascendance for anything else. Well, that was a waste. Quicksilver Coil. That's the ring. It says that I should use that. So let's give it a try. Don't know how to improve my gear though. Increase damage while channeling, void damage. That's... and resistances while channeling. That's good. This is crap. I need a better amulet. I've got amulets in here. So, I should be seeing amulets. I'll add that just to get some more in. What am I running? I'm running with a brass amulet. I'm going to stop after this echo, I think. But I've made some progress, which is good. Oh god, another one of those.
Stand down or die. Two shrines of Charles. So the next prophecy upgrade will be good too. So that is the sword I should be running if I can. If it's got good stats. You know, it's got a good base because it dropped. You know, it's not... What I want is a purple one of those. Ooh. Why is that blue? Oh, because it's got two affixes on it. It's still terrible. Increase Warpath area, chance to ignite while at high health.
So amulets. Throwing damage, ward gained on kill, void res, health regen. Poison damage, mana regen. But what does it say that I wanted an amulet? Void pen, that makes sense. Damage while channeling, that makes sense. Health, that makes sense. So all of that is terrible. No, no, don't move. I'm going to shatter you. Now, requires level 77. What level am I? 73. So I get a sword that I could increase melee attack speed, increase melee damage, chance to chill on hit, and +3 to all attributes. So that is... Doesn't one of my skills require me to use a two-handed sword? Or was it two-handed sword or spear? So that melee void damage, chance to shred armor on melee hit, melee void damage, which can be increased. Health on kill is not great. What I would prefer than health on kill would be attack speed or something. Blind on hit is not great, but it's not terrible. So if I could turn that health on kill, what level is the health on kill? Tier 4. So what I do is a Glyph of Chaos this sucker. Shock on hit. That's not great. I've only got one melee attack speed shard? How is that a thing? Okay, that's worth noting. So what I might want to do is come up here. And add melee attack speed to that. So I'm seeing melee attack speed charts. I was going to stop. One more. Just one more. Oh, good God. Physical penetration, physical damage. Javelin no longer pierces, but it's I think I like my void damage, thank you. absolutely destroyed, didn't we? So the problem with the 85 may have just been bad luck. Experience shrine in the middle of nowhere. Okay. So that has melee void damage. But it's got 4 things on it, so I'm just going to shatter it and although it's only got tier 2, so I shatter it and hope, and I didn't get it. Great. Amulet of Insulation. Elemental resistance is not the thing that I wanted on that, though it's going to give me some options. Because if I can turn... the necrotic resistance is actually useful. But if I could add Void Pen to that... yeah, if I could add Void Penetration to that... What just happened? I was typing... I don't have enough of Void Penetration shards. Well, that's kind of maxed that out. Because now, if I look here, I can remove a whole bunch of different stuff. So, for example, the resistances I get from there, the physical and the necrotic from there, can now go away. So I can put different boots on. So that scepter has... Wait, why was that showing as white? It doesn't have hybrid health. Oh, melee attack speed. And I kind of want to change this to valuable as well. So I want to add void penetration to this. But now, if I go find some good boots, because I thought I had some here. Now the intelligence is terrible, but the armor is good. Because what I want on boots, movement speed, vitality, hybrid health. Man, these tooltips are terrible. That worked badly. It's the poison res now that's the problem. That can come off. That can come off. That's not great, is it? My armor's going to plummet. Do I need to look at those over those boots? Because if I can get the intelligence into something good, like strength, 57 armor is better than the 6 than that. The movement speed is better, and then I can upgrade the poison res. Man. There we go. And now I can take off some poison res idols. And even take off that necrotic resistance idol. That one. How do I make that work? Can I make that work? Yes. Oops.
Yes.
And at that point, I am going to end the session. Wow, okay, that was weird. I need to clear out a whole heap of junk at some point and resort and then figure it out. But I think that's a gear improvement. My all of my resistances are at cap. I can remove some fire at some point, but I'll make that happen. My armor is better, my dodge is better, my stun avoidance is better. My endurance still needs work. I have pretty much capped. I don't take any crit damage now. So, you know, that's better. We'll see how I go. Thank you everyone for putting up with my absolute nightmarish situation there. We'll see how this build goes. This is definitely playing a bit better. I need to spend the passive. The next passive point goes into, now that I've done, no, I still need a point. Oh no, I've got the point in Valor. So now I'm back into the Void Knight and Sentinel. And I'm spending the point in Fearless, which gives me more vitality, which is going to just up my my resistances are going to go up even more, and I'm going to need even less resistances. So, yeah, all of this is going to get easier and easier and easier. So there you go. So it'll be easier for me to hit these caps, and as I level, and then I'll be able to put more into damage, and this should work. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Because as the vitality goes up, I'm going to get an extra few points. So that I'm going to get like an extra 6% in all of those. The attunement, I don't know. Yeah, but we'll see how it all goes. Thanks everyone for watching. Time for me to take a break. And as always, good luck battling through time. Bye all.